This story unfolds in the chilling world of Halloween movies, where the legacy of Michael Myers haunts generations, beginning with the original film that introduced the masked killer, stalking his prey on a fateful Halloween night. As we delve deeper into the franchise, we witness Laurie Strode's evolution from a frightened babysitter to a fierce survivor battling the relentless forces of evil that threaten her life and sanity. Each installment introduces fresh characters and twisted plots, but the core remains. Michael Myers, an embodiment of pure terror that returns every Halloween to reclaim his legacy. The tension escalates as the series progresses, blending horror with complex family dynamics, revealing the tragic ties between Laurie and her relentless brother, each encounter steeped in suspense. With every film, viewers are taken on a roller coaster of emotions, experiencing the dread that accompanies Halloween night and the invigorating thrill of survival against insurmountable odds. Jason Voorhees was born into a life shrouded in tragedy. As a young boy, often bullied for his physical appearance and disabilities. His family lived near Camp Crystal Lake, where whispers of darkness and horrors lurked beneath the surface. One fateful summer, while the camp counselors were distracted, young Jason drowned in the lake, igniting the flames of vengeance that would shape his destiny. The negligence of the counselors fueled a wrath that would grow in silence, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. Years later, a series of tragic events unfolded as Jason, believed to have perished, emerged from the depths, transformed into a relentless force of retribution. He wandered the woods, his heart heavy with sorrow, seeking only to avenge the wrongs done to him. As Jason grew, so did his rage, leading him to don a makeshift mask that would become his trademark, hiding his disfigurement and transforming into the legendary figure of horror. Each knife and tool became extensions of his sorrow, driven by a desire for vengeance against those who dared to trespass on his territory. The story of the Nightmare on Elm Street franchise begins with a terrifying figure named Freddy Krueger, who haunts the dreams of teenagers, turning their slumber into a nightmarish reality. As the killings unfold, a courageous girl named Nancy emerges as a central character, striving to uncover the truth behind Freddy's deadly power while battling her own fears. The franchise evolves through various sequels, each delving deeper into Freddy's backstory, revealing the tragic events that led to his transformation into a vengeful spirit. With each installment, the suspense heightens, capturing audiences with innovative dream sequences that blur the line between reality and nightmare. The franchise not only showcases horror, but also explores themes of friendship loss and the resilience of youth in the face of unimaginable terror. As the series progresses, it experiments with different storytelling techniques, including crossovers and reboots, captivating new generations while maintaining its cult classic status. The enduring legacy of Nightmare on Elm Street is cemented by its ability to resonate with audiences, blending horror and psychological elements that leave a lasting impact. The Scream franchise began in 1996, introducing audiences to a new type of horror where self-awareness and satire play pivotal roles as the characters navigate a world influenced by slasher film tropes. As a new generation of characters emerges in each film, the series keeps audiences guessing, with unexpected twists, all while maintaining its signature blend of horror and humor. Scream 2 expanded the story into a college setting, capitalizing on the formula of sequels where the stakes are higher and the meta-commentary sharpens, leading to an unforgettable climax. In Scream 3, the narrative shifts to Hollywood, where the characters confront their pasts while navigating the chaos of a killer mirroring the events of their lives, merging reality with fiction. Scream 4 marked a return to the franchise after a decade, introducing fresh characters while commenting on the evolution of horror films in the age of social media and remakes. The latest chapter of the Scream series continues to explore themes of identity and survival as new characters face the legacy of Ghostface while being pulled into a bloody game of cat and mouse. The Child's Play franchise began with a chilling premise: a doll named Chucky possessed by the spirit of a serial killer, terrorizing unsuspecting families. Over the years, the series has evolved from horror to dark humor, capturing audiences with its blend of scares and wit. As the story unfolds, we meet various protagonists who face Chucky's wrath, including Andy, the young boy who becomes his primary target. Each installment introduces new elements, expanding the lore surrounding the doll and the dark magic that keeps him alive. The franchise has seen numerous sequels, each bringing fresh twists and characters such as Tiffany Chucky's bride, who adds a unique dynamic to the story. Over time, the blend of horror and dark comedy has cultivated a loyal fan base celebrating Chucky as a cultural icon. The 2019 reboot introduced a contemporary take on the classic tale, reimagining Chucky as a technologically advanced doll gone rogue. Despite mixed reviews, it sparked renewed interest in the franchise, leading to exciting new developments and spin-offs. The Hellraiser franchise, created by Clive Barker, explores the terrifying consequences of opening a mysterious puzzle box that serves as a portal to a realm of pain and pleasure. Beginning with the original film in 1987, the story follows Frank Cotton, who opens the box and unleashes the Cenobites led by the unforgettable Pinhead into the world. As the series progressed, each installment added depth to the lore, exploring themes of desire, punishment, and the eternal struggle between pleasure and suffering. The franchise expanded beyond the original, introducing new characters and narratives, yet always returning to the central motif of the puzzle box, tempting its victims to embrace their darkest desires. Throughout its many sequels, Hellraiser has maintained a dedicated fan base, with each film contributing to the mythology while exploring new and horrifying interpretations of the characters. Despite varying responses to individual films, the franchise's core remains the same, an unyielding exploration of human desire and the gruesome consequences that follow when one dares to seek out forbidden pleasures. The Terrifier franchise began with a chilling short film featuring Art the Clown, quickly captivating horror fans with its brutal imagery and unique style. In the full-length film, Terrifier audiences were introduced to Art's terrifying antics, showcasing his methodical approach to horror and violence. The franchise gained a cult, following inspiring discussions on its extreme violence and unique storytelling, pushing the boundaries of the slasher genre. With the release of Terrifier 2, the series expanded its reach, further elevating Art the Clown to an iconic status within horror cinema. The sequel not only delivered more gore and suspense, but also deepened the lore surrounding Art, captivating both old fans and newcomers alike. As the franchise continues to grow, it solidifies its place in horror history, leaving audiences eagerly anticipating what terrifying adventures Art the Clown will bring next. The Terrifier franchise has not only redefined the slasher genre, but has also established a strong community of horror fans united by their admiration for Art's chilling character. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre franchise began in 1974 with a chilling story that introduced audiences to the horrifying character Leatherface, who became an iconic figure in horror cinema. This groundbreaking film captivated viewers with its raw portrayal of terror and introduced themes of survival against a backdrop of family madness, setting the stage for future installments. Over the decades, the franchise expanded with sequels and reboots, each adding their own twist to the chilling narrative while keeping Leatherface at the forefront as a symbol of unrelenting fear. Recent entries, including the 2022 reboot, sought to reconnect with original fans while introducing new audiences to the terrifying legend of Leatherface, reigniting the horror for a new generation. The lasting impact of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre franchise lies not only in its iconic character, but also in how it pushed the boundaries of horror storytelling, influencing countless films and creators. As a staple of the horror genre, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre franchise remains significant, known for its chilling atmosphere, iconic scenes, and the deep psychological fear it instills in viewers. The Leprechaun franchise began with its first film in 1993, introducing audiences to a terrifying yet comical creature in search of his stolen gold, marking the start of a bizarre horror comedy journey. As the series progressed, it ventured into various settings and storylines, from Las Vegas in Leprechaun 3 to the streets of Los Angeles in Leprechaun in the Hood, each installment adding its unique flavor to the legend. The franchise saw reboots and sequels, including Leprechaun Returns, which provided a fresh take on the original story while honoring its campy roots, keeping fans both entertained and frightened. Throughout its evolution, the Leprechaun franchise continued to explore new themes, blending horror with humor while introducing audiences to a variety of terrifying encounters and creative plots. The character, originally brought to life by Warwick Davis, became an iconic figure in horror comedy, endearing himself to fans with his mix of charm and menace, solidifying the franchise's cult status. Today, the Leprechaun franchise remains a beloved part of horror culture, inspiring merchandise, fan events, and countless discussions about its quirky blend of terror and humor. The franchise surrounding Pennywise the Clown, originally introduced in Stephen King's novel, it has captivated audiences with its terrifying portrayal of childhood fears personified, bringing to life the sinister character who preys on the children of Derry. The story unfolds as a group of misfit kids band together to confront their deepest fears in order to battle Pennywise, whose shape-shifting abilities exploit the vulnerabilities of each member, creating a chilling narrative of friendship and bravery. As the Losers Club faces off against Pennywise, they discover that their strength lies not only in their friendship, but also in confronting the darkness within themselves, paving the way for a powerful showdown filled with suspense and emotional stakes. Through a mix of present-day horror and flashbacks, the franchise delves into Pennywise's origin, exploring how he has haunted Derry for centuries, while highlighting the personal battles of the children who fight against him. In an epic finale that tests their resolve, the Losers Club must unite and harness their love and bravery to face Pennywise in a battle that will determine not just their fate, but the very soul of Derry itself. The Jeepers Creepers franchise takes audiences on a thrilling journey through horror, following the terrifying creature known as the Creeper, who awakens every 23 years to feast on human parts, leading to unforgettable encounters that challenge the bravery of those who cross his path. The franchise began with its first installment in 2001, introducing audiences to the chilling concept of a creature that not only kills, but also collects the body parts of its victims, establishing a legacy of horror that has captivated fans for years. The second film, released in 2003, escalated the tension as the Creeper targeted a group of stranded teens, showcasing his relentless pursuit and the desperation of his victims as they fight for survival against the clock. Jeepers Creepers 3, released in 2017, attempted to tie together the series' lore, revealing more about the Creeper's origins, while offering a mix of suspense and action as a task force tries to put an end to his reign of terror. The newest installment, Jeepers Creepers Reborn, breathes fresh life into the franchise, introducing a younger generation facing the iconic Creeper in a horror festival setting where thrills turn into real-life terror. The Hatchet movie franchise takes audiences on a wild ride through the swamps of Louisiana, where horror and dark humor intertwine, beginning with the story of Victor Crowley, a vengeful spirit seeking revenge on anyone who dares to enter his territory. As the saga unfolds, each installment introduces new characters who must confront the legendary monster, testing their courage and wit against the backdrop of dark folklore and gruesome encounters. With relentless gore and over-the-top horror, the films embrace their campy roots, drawing in fans who appreciate the blend of slasher thrills and dark humor that is unique to this franchise. The Hatchet series not only revitalizes the slasher genre, but also pays homage to classic horror films, making it a beloved cult favorite among fans who revel in its unique style and relentless terror. As the franchise expands, it continues to explore the lore surrounding Victor Crowley, enticing viewers with new twists and turns, keeping the legacy alive for both new audiences and devoted followers.